Have you ever noticed that some people never post their personal life online? No birthday photos, no relationship updates, no, here's what I ate today. Nothing. It's like they exist in real life. But online, they're a ghost. And the funny part, they're not hiding. They're just different from the majority. Today, we're breaking down the real psychology behind people who stay completely private on social media. And trust me, the reasons are way deeper than they don't like posting. Let's talk about it. 1. They value their peace more than attention. People who don't post their life online aren't avoiding social media. They're avoiding noise. They don't feel the need to prove anything. They don't crave validation from strangers, and they're not interested in performing a version of themselves for likes. Their peace matters more than public perception. To them, privacy isn't secrecy, it's protection. They protect their energy, their relationships, and their personal world, simply by keeping it offline. 2. They don't want their life to become a show. Here's a truth most people won't admit. Posting online turns your life into a small performance. Every moment becomes something you might share. Every memory becomes content. But private people don't think like that. They want their experiences to be real, not staged. When they laugh, it's not for the camera. When they travel, it's not for the vlog. When they fall in love, only the people who matter know. They believe the best parts of life aren't meant for public consumption. 3. They're extremely self-aware people who stay offline often have a strong sense of self. They know who they are without needing digital approval. They don't wake up wondering how people perceive them. They don't chase trends. They don't compare their life to perfectly edited highlight reels. Their identity doesn't depend on likes, views, or followers. This makes them more grounded, mature, and emotionally stable. 4. They've learned from experience. For many private people, the decision to stay offline didn't happen randomly. Something taught them to stay low-key. Drama from oversharing being judged, jealousy from others, friendships that ended badly, a partner who used information against them, family conflicts, or simply growing up and becoming more mindful. They learned that the less people know, the fewer opinions, problems, and expectations come their way. Keeping things private became a form of self-defense. 5. They cherish authentic connections. Private people aren't antisocial. They're anti-superficial. They don't want 10,000 followers watching their life. They want a handful of real, genuine connections. With them, everything is deeper. Deeper friendships, deeper conversations, deeper trust. They care more about the people who call them than the people who like their photos. Their relationships aren't for display. They're for living. 6. They don't want their happiness interrupted. One of the biggest reasons people stay private is simple. Happiness grows in silence. The moment you share your joy online, opinions come in. People project their envy, dislike, or negativity. Comparison starts. Judgment starts. Rumors start. Private people avoid all of that by keeping their wins private. Their relationships last longer. Their plans succeed more quietly. Their goals stay intact because no one is interfering. To them, privacy is protection for everything they care about. 7. They're observers, not performers. Some people live to post. Private people live to experience. They see more. They think more. They listen more. And they reflect more than the average person. They're the type who notices things others ignore, and they keep those observations to themselves. They don't need the spotlight. They don't need to be seen. They're comfortable in their own world. 8. They control their narrative completely. People who don't post their life online have something powerful. Freedom. No one knows who they're dating. No one knows where they went last week. No one knows what they're planning. No one knows what they're struggling with. Their silence gives them full control over their story. And in a world where everyone's business is everywhere, this kind of privacy is rare and incredibly powerful. People who never post their life online are often misunderstood. But once you understand how they think, you realize their privacy is not a wall. It's a boundary, a smart one. And here's the interesting part. There's a deeper, almost hidden personality trait these people usually have. Something that explains their emotional intelligence, their silence, and why they often make people feel both drawn to them and intimidated. If you want a video on the psychology of low-key, mysterious personalities, let me know in the comments.